Kept my nutriment in the fridge. Got frozen. Frozen nutriment. Sports drink. Got frozen. I'm back. What's up, y'all? Y'all watching Battle Rap tonight? Daylight versus Rub Nitty going down. Y'all watching that? Got a notification. Uh, let's see. What's up, y'all? It's your boy. Uh, what's up? What's up? Who in the building? It's your boy. I'm here. Yeah, that Daylight and Rum Nitty going down tonight. Tonight, got Daylight, Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty versus Daylight is going down tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is where the cultures collide. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be culture moving, culture breaking. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you watch Daylight on the 15 Minutes of Fame, you know what I'm saying? Daylight is on his, because I peeped the game, y'all. I peeped the bop. You dig what I'm saying? Daylight is on his staying low key. You know what I mean? All black. You know, popping up on Rum Nitty interviews and you know what I'm saying? Rum Nitty is like, he don't do no interviews, he don't do no promo. That's not Rum Nitty's style. But Rum Nitty is, you know what I'm saying? Rum Nitty gonna kill it. Rum Nitty gonna go off, you know. Rum Nitty gonna do what Rum Nitty do. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Smash that like button. It's your boy Kavion. I'm in the building. You know what I mean? What's up? What's up? Appreciate y'all for being here. You know what I mean? Man. Shout out to the mods. Where the mods at? Yeah, but Daylight and Rum Nitty is going down tonight. Tonight. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I know somebody gonna have a bootleg. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch the bootleg. Somebody gonna put it up. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Hitman and seen Hitman and Hustle. That was on the YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get access to the battle. You heard? It go down a little later. I got Rum Nitty 2-1, man. You know why I say that? Why do I got Rum Nitty winning? Cause Daylight don't be outside. Yo, what's up, One Piece? Jackson, what's up? What's up, y'all? Daylight don't be outside. So I can't say, oh, Daylight gonna win the battle. Daylight don't be outside. Rum Nitty is active. And we know how Rum Nitty give it up. Rum Nitty built for war. You know what I'm saying? Since you were being so kind, I'm gonna send you 200,000. Nah, you can't do that. You gotta send it to my Cash App. You heard? You know what I mean? You gotta send it to my Cash App. YouTube gonna take half of that. Now you send it to my Cash App, which Cash App don't do big donations like that. You gotta send it to my PayPal. Now you're talking. PayPal or my Zelle. Cash App limit is like a what? 1,000, something like that, 5,000. For big transaction, you only could use PayPal, Zelle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to One Piece, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all stay focused, man. Let's get to the money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button when y'all come into the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the money. I gotta make it some yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my young people, man. My YNs out there. My young folks, man. The world is y'all's, man. The world is a young, you know what I mean? It's a young man's world. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let people trick you out your spot. You can't let people trick you out your freedom, you heard? One Piece, what's up, man? You can't let people trick you out your freedom, you heard? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on now. A young world. A young world. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building, man. I'm back in the YouTube algorithm. I'm back on these YouTube streets heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I never left. It is what it is. Shout out to the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run up that bag. And me, YouTube got to pay me, you heard? You put that work in, YouTube going to pay you. That's what I'm living proof of that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Put that work in, you stay consistent, YouTube gonna cash out. You're gonna run that bag up, you heard? But you gotta stay in the algorithm. Share my platform. I don't mind sharing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We spread the love. That's all I know is spreading love, you heard? Nothing more, nothing less. That's all we know, spread love. You feel me? You feel? Spread love, man. That's all I know, man. I mean, you show me love, I give it right back. Yeah. So, you know, we're gonna go live. We're gonna do these uploads. We're gonna do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? I'm going to invest in you know, I ain't even gonna tell you. I'm gonna just do it. Say less and do more, you know? We just gonna do it, you heard? Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. You already know. Shout out to Daylight and Rum Nitty. It's going down. The blogger's gonna be talking tomorrow, tonight. It's going down. I'ma definitely tap back in with y'all and have my piece on that. You know what I'm saying? So we never gonna get that Daylight and Lux. Tell you that now. That's like, that's like a Chronic Part 2. That's like it's like a GTA 6, man. Those are things we ain't never gonna get, bro. I'm content with that. Certain things that we want to see that we ain't gonna get, I'm okay with that at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. No problem with that. You feel me? Alright. No problem with that, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time, you heard? Just one day at a time, man. Nothing more, nothing less. I ain't rushing nothing. I'm just going to my pace. I'm going to my tune, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my time. I ain't trying to do nothing that's out of my character to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people jump out of their character to get to the money. They went against their nature to secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's cutting corners to me. I call that cutting corners, I'd rather go through the fire, trial by fire. Me go through the pain. Me go through the uncomfortability of it. Because after the uncomfortability, it builds you. It builds character, you know what I'm saying? It builds character. You come back stronger. You come back, you know what I mean? Tougher. That's what you're going to need in this thing called life, man. You got to have, balance. But you also got to call life, and they got a lot of bad actors out here, a lot of characters out here, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that out here. So, we move accordingly, move accordingly. Yeah. Things is getting real wacky out here now, Things is getting real, real wacky. So, I'm just sitting back, just watching, Sitting back, just watching. Got the popcorn out. Getting my money, staying out the way. Trying to. Got some of this purple guava on deck. You know what I mean? It's burning good. It's alright. Top shelf shit. Top shelf, Top shelf movements. What y'all on, man? It's good. YouTube world, what's up? What's up? It's your boy KV on. I'm here. Back like I never left, you know what I mean? Me roll up real quick. Me stroll up something real quick, y'all. Don't mind me. I'm here. What's up? Step off camera real quick. Mm-mm. 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 Yeah, I'm back. I'm back like I never left. I'm back like I never left. I gotta go back to the store. I bought this sweater from Mission Beach, California. I never been there, but I like the sweater. A hoodie, I should say. I like it. Mission Beach, California. They got the Mission Beach logo. California. I like it. That's it. That's all the key to life is just doing things you like. That's it. Keep it simple. That's the key to life. Just doing the things you like. But other than that, you know, that's it. Yeah. Uh yeah. So, live and direct. We in the flesh. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cave. Tap in with y'all for a few. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube family. We got some time. You know, I was busy for the past couple months. So I've been neglecting my YouTube duties. You know, I admit that. Take accountability for that. Neglecting my YouTube duties now. We back on deck. Back strong. It is what it is. You know, we've been down, but we was never out. You know, that's a lesson in life. You down, but you never out, man. Never out. Long as you got breath, long as your heart is beating, you could change a situation. You could change a situation. It's all about elevation in life. Now we look at 50 Cent. 50 Cent started out a street hustler. You know, running drugs in his block and all that. Had people working for him, and you know, then he elevated into the rap scene. Conquered that. He treated that like it was the streets. Same mentality, but just a different hustle. Same mentality, different hustle. He transcended into the rap scene. made millions off that, hundreds of millions off that. Now he transcended into the cable and into your TV screens. You know what I'm saying? The same old Curtis Jackson, who people counted out. You know what I'm saying? Same old Curtis Jackson transcended everything. Still here. So you know, success is what kills your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Success is what kills your enemies. You don't gotta harm them. Just be successful in life, cause they're gonna pay attention and they're gonna know and they're gonna be like, wow. So that's a lesson I learned. You know, all roads lead to Shreveport. All roads lead to Shreveport. Never settle, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that money. Let's get that money, man. All roads lead to Shreveport. Gotta get the money, man. Back in hustling. Back in hustle mode. It's all about just, filling up your bank accounts, man. Try to have like 8 bank accounts or something. You know what I mean? That's the goal. Goal in life, man. You know what I mean? Like, still frozen. Mm. It's elevation. My light. It's my lighter. Can't find it. It's my lighter. I don't know where it's at. It's at. It's my lighter. Uh, uh, where are you? What the hell? Mm. What's up? What's up? What up, y'all? What's good? What's up, Nelly? England in the house. What's up? What's going on in England, man? How's England? England got a lot going on. I heard about y'all. I heard about England. Y'all got a lot going on, man. Y'all got a lot going on, you heard? I know about y'all, man. It's good money over here on my side. You know what I'm saying? Long time. Yeah, you know. I mean, long as you still here, long as you tapping in with the real, that's all that matters. Time is just an illusion, you know. Does time really exist? Can anybody say time really exists? You know what I'm saying? What is time? We just existing. That's how I see it. We just here existing. There's no, sorry about that. The purple guava got my mind, going, different levels. You was in New York a few weeks back. So how was it? How was the weather when you was out here? Because the ideal time to come to New York is when it's like, spring to summertime. I say around May. May to November will be the best time to come to New York. You was on business, nothing personal, definitely. Nothing personal, just business. That's what's up. Respect. Yeah, what you do? You be flying here? Because you in England. That's a long flight. How long is the flight? That flight, what, like 12 hours? You got a layover, two different planes. You must love to travel if you're doing that every few months. Yeah, you must love to travel. I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta love to travel. If because that's a long flight. That's a long flight. You know, man, I get impatient just thinking of flying to California. I get impatient, and that's just like 5 hours. Like 5 hours is enough for me. Just sitting in one spot and on a plane and this day and age, how the planes are now, it's like I definitely don't want to touch them. I don't even want to see a plane. You know, that's just me not, me being cautious. The worst travel is too long. You get homesick. That's what that's called. That's called being homesick. When you're away from your place or the place you grew up at, you go somewhere else. You want to come back to where, your soul is, where your soul resonates at. You know what I'm saying? You know, your soul resonates to the UK. So you get homesick. It's understandable. We're all human. Yeah. And like the last time I traveled was to Florida. and that was in the 1990s, like early 1990s was the last time I got in a plane. Derek, salute. The 1990s was the last time I got in a plane, yo. It's been a while. Well, like I'd rather travel by car. I'd rather travel by, I'd rather stay on the land. I'm broke. Shout out to Derek. Planes used to be safe. Ain't that the truth? It's like you really, like, I don't know. If another one happens, if another incident happens, bro, within this week right here, because we had two last week. If an incident happened this week, bro, you know, I'm convinced. You know what I'm saying? If something happened this week, I'm convinced, bro. Somebody got an EMP out there. Now, if y'all don't know what an EMP is an electric magnet pulse. An EMP device stops all electricity. You heard? China is hacking our grid. Something like that. Said China's hacking our grid. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, but whew, a lot is going on around us that we gotta see, bro. We gotta ask yourself, cause everything that's happening happens for a reason. Ask yourself, you know what I mean? Is technology that faulty? Like who is, you know what I mean? Who is responsible for it? Is technology that faulty now that you can't rely, you know, on certain transportation? Crazy, man. It's crazy. And this been happening for months now. And I'm like, if this is a one-off or this is a one-time thing, this been happening for months, y'all. For months, it's been happening. And I've been paying attention, you know. I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me. But this is something different that I never, you know, never seen before. And I'm like, wow. They say you give a man food, he come back. They say you teach a man to fish, he could eat what he catch. You know what I'm saying? So information is the key, man. Like you know, a smart person could receive the information, but an intelligent person could receive the information but convey the information to the people who is not, you know, of that stature. So it's about receiving information and conveying the information to the simplest form, you know. So you always want to be well read, you know what I'm saying? Study. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all? I'm here. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Putting our work in. You know, 367, 365, 24/7. You know how we do. You know how we do it. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean? You'll mix the icy with the guava. Icy guava. Call that icy guava, you heard? Go mix the icy with the guava. Icy guava. Icy guava. Mix the icy with the guava. We call it icy guava. Then, do my push-ups. Icy guava. Like I was saying, I was doing my push-ups and trying to get my shoulders back right. I was out of commission for at least 2 months. No, couldn't work out, couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting back, you know what I mean? One more week, I'll be right back where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? One more week. Because all it takes is 2 weeks for your body to get back. You know what I mean? So one more week, going hard, eating right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right back where I was. Think I lost like 5 pounds and all that. You know what I'm saying? So first thing first, get that weight back. So we eating a lot. You know what I'm saying? Get that weight back, and we turn that into muscles. A lot of running too, a lot of cardio, building back up stamina. You know what I'm saying? So, we just working at it, man. Just working, you know what I mean? Get back where I need to be. For real, for real. Uh, y'all hit the like button. Y'all come into the building. Y'all smash that like button, please. It's your boy. It's your boy Cave. I'm here. I'm the one and only in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. Y'all come in here. try to go through this life with no hiccups in the system, you know what I mean? Or less hiccups in the system, I should say, you know. The less hiccups, the better. Less hiccups in the system, the better. You know, going through this thing we call life here, man. You know, nobody got the answer to it. You know, you ask people, what's the meaning of life, man? What's the meaning of this thing, life here? Nobody gave you an answer. You know, nobody gave you an answer. You ask the wisest person, what's the meaning of life? You know, what's the meaning of existence? Why are we here in the first place? Why are we here in the first place? Nobody will know. Nobody give you an educated answer of why we here. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, we here to just be consumers to merchandise. You know, we here to just you know, acquire things and acquire cars and houses, and that shows who you are in the world. The more cars you got, the more houses you got, the more money you got. Does that mean that you better than somebody who doesn't have nothing? Because at the end of the day, we all got to put on our pants one leg at a time. The richest person to the poorest person, they got to put their pan leg on one leg at a time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to have attachment to monetary gains and monetary things, that's a rough life, man. Because I see people who have attachment to these things, and, you know, it's rough on them. It ain't rough on me, you know, because I try not to live my life that way, you know? Try not to live my life that way. Having attachments to any, you know what I mean? To these things on this earth, man. It's move different, you know? Different frequency. You know, you kind of find out that, you know, the things you seek is already there. You know, your wants is already there. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, you know what I mean? Just gotta align yourself. It's called a perfect alignment. You know what I'm saying? You align yourself and you're gonna see everything falls right into place. Everything falls into place when you align it perfectly. That's why your words is very, you know, your words is very, very important. You know what I mean? The things you say, you gotta be mindful of it. Yo, what's up, y'all? We out here working, man. Trying to, Yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Let me get back to the work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button. Y'all see the live. Got to get back to finishing up my day. Appreciate y'all. We tap back in later. You know what I'm saying? Peace, y'all.